Hey everyone, this is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast, and this is the Impact Wrestling review. So, guys, this week's Impact show wasn't a show for me, I would say, because it felt like an average show, just about nothing interesting going on. And I had talked about it last week as well, because Impact show is a good wrestling show to watch through, and I had titled it around like that as well last week in my Impact review, like a good wrestling show. That's it, because that's the nature that they're continuing with. There's nothing interesting storyline that's going on right now. When Jay White came about, and I was kind of excited, like maybe Impact would be kind of a must-watch show going forward because of Kenny and Jay White storyline. Kind of could be good, kind of former Bullet and current Bullet Club member, but they didn't go that route. But they can even go now, but they haven't pulled the trigger till now, and they haven't teased yet. And they are having a tag team thing with continuing the rivalry with Finn Juice. I'm not into that rivalry so much. I'm not into the relationship of the with Chris Bay. That's just like an odd pairing that they did, and it was just a moment that got forgotten. I would say a kind of a not a great addition. Just I would say that in some weeks or so he would be kicked out of this Bullet Club. He's just a bridesmaid who's gonna come and go. So I think so. That's and maybe they could be having a rivalry then, and maybe then Jay White going back to NJPW. I don't want to see that, because if anyone can defeat, I mean Kenny Omega, they can build Jay White. Not at this time, I would say they need to build him right way, and in a very in a good way, I would say. Maybe in the next pay-per-view, Bound for Glory, or after that. Let's see how it go. But man, this show, as I said, it's not very good to watch through. And the main event especially was such a long main event. The battle royal itself was so boring, and it was never getting over, kind of thing. And the in the end, the winner was Brian Myers, who, I mean, what are they doing? I don't know. Impact. I don't know what actually they thought about when booking this match and the winner of this match. I don't see Brian Myers taking against going against Kenny Omega. Maybe a good match or something. I know he's a wrestling trainer and all, but I don't see him as a main event player, because they haven't booked him seriously. They have just have a 3 to 4 matches with Matt Cardona, and that's it. That was the only thing that he did after coming back to Impact, and that also got so monotonous that I don't want to even not to see that anymore. And again, this show actually kicked off with the first match, Danielle Dashwood. I will just go through of some important things that we actually saw here, the matches and the important segments. So Danielle Dashwood versus Taylor Wilde, a decent average match, I would say. Danielle Dashwood got the victory here via Madison Rain interference. So there's a return going on. There's some return match. I mean, Madison Rain. She came after some time, I would say. Yeah, some many weeks right now. So. But didn't felt like a very big thing or something. Just have a distraction. I think Daniel Dashwood finally got her kind of a partner for the tag team title. Maybe they would be going for the tag team. No, nothing interesting. Daniel Dashwood got the victory, and Madison hugs Daniel, and that was it. We actually were reminded about Impact Emergence coming Friday, August 20th, which is next week. Next week is going to be so busy, man, and especially SummerSlam and all the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. And it's so much things to do, so much reviews to do, so much wrestling to enjoy next week. This is one hell of a week next week, and one hell of a treat week. I'm so excited for SummerSlam, even tomorrow's Rampage as well. And yeah, so tomorrow we have NJPW Resurgence as well, which is New Japan's America's first show. I mean before pandemic, after 16-18 months they have doing the first show in America. So quite a good card, I would say. And yeah, so David Finlay is actually is getting a chance. I don't remember the card actually. I would run it down in the end of this review actually. And next we get to the Daivari versus Impact's Exhibition Champion Josh Alexander match. This was a nice match, I would say. Nice performance by both of them. Daivari looks very good actually. He's so much molded him to a very perfect guy actually. And just to say, I would say, as I just said that. And it was easy victory for Josh Alexander. He hits a C4, spikes him and gets a 3 count, and that was it. A decent nice match, I would say. A TV match. We got NJPW Resurgence commercial then, because Good Brothers are gonna face Rich Swan and Willie Mack, and Violent by Design, triple threat tag team championship match. They're going to defend. They're going to have this match at Impact Emergence actually, not the Resurgence. So quite a lot of confusion right there. So New Japan is presenting Resurgence and Impact is producing Emergence, and New Japan Resurgence is tomorrow Saturday, and Impact Emergence is next Saturday, guys. Yeah. So yeah, next Saturday, I guess. So yeah, yeah. And we get to Kiera Hogan's promo, and she kind of lays the challenge down to kind of what Tasha Steelz actually turned on her because of a new member coming up. And they were actually had listened that Kiera Hogan is not signing with Impact. She's not. Yeah, but she signed with AW, so that means she would be in Impact, I think so. She would be continuing the rivalry, I think so, just completing it and going to AW maybe, and having more appearances at AW Dark. That's what I expect, I think so. Maybe she should have signed a short time 1 month or 2 month contract, I think so. But again, that was the case when they had Impact Homecoming would be her last show, but that didn't actually happen. And we get a Su Young promo where Kimberly is finally is converted into the one of the soul of Su Young, and she's converted into her member, and hopefully, I think so, maybe Kiera Hogan would also be turning into that kind of thing. Maybe she would be gone forever, I think so, from this kind of like she is vanished away, her soul is taken away, and could be maybe in the future could be introducing a new character or something, like one of the what's her name, I don't remember. Yeah, Susan, I think so. Maybe she would be taking her character or something. Maybe I mean they can sell the story that in that angle maybe. Let's see. Just there, man. I wasn't very interested into this, and we get to the next match: Finn Juice, Chris Bay, and Jay White. Just another rematch, and the match itself was just and the matches of the Impact. I mean, so it's so same and monotonous, and it's nothing new actually. Yeah? But it doesn't bad either. I would say it just we can watch through it, and just like I said. You can watch through the Impact show. There's nothing wrong in that, but you will not find any interesting storylines going on. That's what I said. And if you're not giving a good storylines, good character development and all in your then the chances are your show, the viewers would be not be anymore for your shows going forward. I think so, because character speaks more than wrestling. I would say character is the one which actually represents wrestling more than wrestling. I would say wrestling is equally important, but the character actually is the one which actually tells a story, and kind of wants to mean how the I mean why are they having the match kind of thing. So and then we had a whole lot of interview segments that actually crossed this show, and a whole lot of, I would say. And it began with Gia Miller interviewing Tasha Steelz about her heel turn, uh, relation with Savannah Evans, her new partner, and she said that 1 year ago, Kira Hogan is the one who actually came towards her, but she don't need her anymore. That's why she just left her, and that's the story they told there. And we had then Melina coming up because she's making her Impact debut next week, and which I'm not excited about, because they are having this match at NW Empower. So Impact is like a cross promotion thing. AW things are going on in Impact, and the Empower things is going on the Impact. Do we have seen any Impact thing going on AEW show, or Impact thing going on NWA show? I don't know. I don't know how Impact is kind of successful in this relationship, but because rating tells that it doesn't, because it's not strong. They have the lowest viewership last week as well, and some few weeks ago as well. So and again, the popularity is also not good for Impact after this. And Kenny Omega is not a draw, and they need to change any. They need to something do, and I think so. That's why they actually. I think so. I think so. I do really want Christian Cage to win the Impact Championship, and hopefully return into Impact, because he represent Impact for a great time in his wrestling career, if you remember. So it could be a great representation, and could be a great champion. If he I think so. This whole belt collector thing is had a quite a lot of moment. Had a 1 year thing, and then you should change it. You still have two belts then. Yeah, AEW belt and a AAA belt. So one belt going out, and you can certainly have a rematch or something at some point, and taking back from Christian Cage. Yeah, so quite you can test Christian Cage out, I would say. Then Christian Cage would be a kind of a mainstay for Impact, because he's the champion then, and you should have him to show him as the champion. Coming to the show as well, because as you know, Christian Cage is signed with AEW. So that's a situation as well. So I don't think so AEW has a problem in that, like that. But let's see. But let's see. But I think so AEW is the one who actually is getting more success in this. And even though they have a relationship, AEW is not taking Impact talents or something, like a very exception kind of a scenario where they take talents for their championship challenger or something, because they can easily have a TNT title challenge from Impact guys or something, or NWA guys or something, but they are not doing it. I don't know why. But it's working either way, if you think so. So I don't think so how much of this is getting advantage to Impact, especially. So Matt Cardona versus John Skyler was the next match. Just nothing match. Matt Cardona was going to win, but Rohit Raju and Shera come out of nowhere. No story kind of thing, which felt like very random. And Skyler take advantage and get a victory, and that was it. And we get into the main event, number one contenders battle royal. And a lot of jobbers are in the ring. Sami Callihan comes out, Moose comes out, and this was just a boring battle royal, man. This was bad than the MLW battle, right? I would say that, because the last time I watched a battle royal, I would say I remember was the MLW battle royal. That was still good. I would say 1.5 hours, but this. Still better, I would slightly better, but this felt like so much. This felt no excitement, just there. I didn't care about how they are actually creating a number one contender. Just the same thing. Sometimes a battle royal, sometimes a paid a four-way, and I don't know why they are doing this. Just like they did, Christian Cage challenging Kenny Omega. They could have done again. Then coming again from NWA, and you have the relationship, so you can do that. I don't know why they do, but again, man, this quite a lot of agreements as well, quite a lot of things that's convoluted when you deal with this kind of situation. So they want to play it safe, they don't want to very rely on those other talents as well. So because yeah, and so Brian Myers surprisingly got the victory. Sabin and Moose were fighting out, and they were kind of powering out each other. Moose powers up, and Brian Myers lifts Sabin and Moose both. And I was rooting for Sabin actually, because Sabin has been getting great push and is a great baby face. And the second was Eddie Edwards. And Moose, there's a lot of chant for Moose as well. I don't know, I'm not a Moose fan. His type of wrestling is very slow kind of guy, but it's like he clicks with some guys only. His chemistry with Chris Sabin was great, and it didn't click with Kenny Omega. Even Sami Callihan match was kind of a no DQ match, so that didn't create any meaning, kind of thinking like that. But here, Brian Myers is the winner. So Brian Myers versus Kenny Omega, Christian Cage, I think so. Because I want Christian Cage to win at Kenny Omega's match tomorrow, Rampage. So, guys, how excited are you for Rampage? I wanted to know in the comment section below. And most excited about for next week Rampage as well. If Punk is not gonna debut, man, this is going to be a riot case. It's going to be a very horrible thing that they would have done. Yeah, and very very excited, man. You can have my feeling through my voice. So, guys, what's your thoughts in this week's Impact? And I mean, going forward, how do you see Impact going on? And on the whole booking scenario, what's your thoughts on that? Please put in the comment section. And what's your thought on the Brian Myers? I mean, Brian Myers becoming the number one contender, we didn't see that, man, and we didn't want that actually. And but that's going to happen. I think so they should have this match in Impact show or something, and they just get it over with. I don't want to see this kind of a main event or something. No, man, I don't want that. So that's it, an average episode. I hope you like my review. Put it on the comment section your all your thoughts on the show. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, be safe, stay energetic, and peace.